My Jenny is coming to a financial literacy champion, and here we talk all things about financial literacy and personal finance. Today, we are going to be doing a summary of The Richest Man in Babylon. This is a book that I read that I found valuable as I was seeking more information and knowledge about financial literacy. Welcome. So, The Richest Man in Babylon is a book that was written by George S. Clayson, and it is a guide to wealth management and how to preserve your money. I found it interesting and very valuable because the guidance that he gives is very practical. Yeah, it was written a long time ago, but I still find it very practical up until today. So in his book, he talks about what he calls cures for a lean purse. You know, a purse in terms of the purse that women carry. So when it is lean, it means it does not have money inside. So how do you cure that? And so that he comes up with the 7 cures for a lean purse. So the first cure to a lean purse, as per the Richest Man in Babylon, or the person who was giving this story was a guy called Akkad, who went on to be the richest man in Babylon. And the first one he talked about was how to fatten your wallet. So there are many ways. Okay, of course, every person has different ways in which they earn their money. But the best way to fatten your purse is to make sure that you save at least 10% of what you earn and only spend 90% or less. So that is the first rule. Always save at least 10% of what you earn and spend the rest.
It also talks about control your expenditures.
So the second rule or the second cure for a lean purse is to control thy expenditures. It was written in that format of control thy expenditures. Many times we think we are responding to needs, but actually what you are responding to is wants. So we end up spending a lot of money on what we want, and sometimes it's not necessary. Yeah, you may spend on a new dress. You don't need it, but you want it. So when it says control the expenditures, it means only budget your expenses. Your budget should be limited to 90% of what you earn, and you should be able to classify your expenses and differentiate between needs and wants, so that first you pay for the needs. The wants you can only pay for them if there is extra money, but your budget should only be within 90% of what you earn.
Now we go to make the gold multiply.
Yeah. In the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, Akkad talks of coins as soldiers that you send out, or as workers that you send out to bring more income to you. So it is not only enough to save the 10% and to reduce your expenses. So once you have saved that money, and you now have to invest it, look for ways to invest it so that it increases in value. If I was to apply it today, if you want to save money, you can probably save it, even that 10%, save it in a money market fund, for example. It will be giving you a return per month. Okay, so you put it into an investment so that it can give you a return. Then the money, that is the way that now money starts working for you.
He talks about protect your wealth from potential risk.
So once you worked so hard to earn your money, and then you worked again harder to save the money, it is important that you protect your money. How do you do that? First, do not invest in things that you do not know about. It is important to also have things like insurance that can protect your wealth. Don't just give your money to anybody. We see a lot of people coming up with pyramid schemes where you're told you put your money here and it's going to multiply. Yeah, that is not protecting your wealth. Protecting your wealth is making sure that you invest with people who you know are trustworthy, have been tried and tested, they know what they're doing, and you are assured of a return.
Number 5 talks about make your place of stay a profitable investment.
Yes, so I know this is a very complex debate, especially in the world we are living today, where people are like, don't own a home, it's a liability and all that. But according to the richest man in Babylon, you should aim to own a home because it gives you many things. And one of the things it gives you is a peace of mind. And also he talks about how you can use your home to save other expenses. For example, if you live in your own home, you can grow your vegetables, and so you end up saving money on other expenses. So when he talks about make your dwelling place a profitable investment, that is what it means. Again, when you own a home, with time it gains in value, and so it also becomes a profitable investment.
Number 6 is prepare a future income for old age and your children.
Yes, so according to the book, you should aim, when you're older, you don't have the energy to go out there and what you call today hustle and work. Yeah, so you should have like a retirement package. So the moment you start earning your money, you should now start saving towards retirement because you won't have energy to do that when you're older. Also, it is recommended to take up insurance. For example, in case you're not there, your family can be able to benefit from that. That is now guarding your future.
The last one speaks of increase the ability to learn. And
yeah, so according to the book, a man can never earn all the money like they need to spend. I think the law of diminishing marginal utility does not apply to money. We'll always want to spend more and more. And so the best way to do that is to increase your streams of income. So as time goes, start this business. If you see it's doing well, you can either have more branches, you can have a side hustle, you can have an extra income, you can invest in things that give you more money because money will never be enough. So the best way to do it is to increase the ways in which you can earn. In short, increase your income streams as time goes.